All right. Good evening. How are you today? This is Ozzy from Next Gen Fatherhood, and today we'll be talking about an article. This article is titled Investors Are Buying Up Single Family Homes and Maybe Edging Some Families Out of Home Ownership. See, this article, this is going to be a good one because everyone, they know what's been going on. The home prices are skyrocketing, and the average person, they just can't afford it. You know, two income household families, all across America, they're trying to put their money together and purchase their first home and get a piece of that American pie, but it's like they're being priced out. There's a lot of bidding wars, and this is at every major city. We have New York, Boston, Miami, LA. The prices are getting very high. So basically, they're stating that investors may have snapped up anywhere between 15 and 20% of the housing stock priced below $300,000. And that's ridiculous. That is really ridiculous, because how can the average person do it? And these are just regular working class families. These investors are coming in, they have a lot of capital. Sometimes they're even doing cash offers, And usually you can tell which of the investors if you look up the public records. A lot of them are LLCs and trust funds. And most people are moving to the suburbs. They're trying to have a better life, better school, closer to jobs, and they're just being priced out, and you can't compete with the big wigs. Investors are seeing that housing is getting a relatively better return than their other assets right now, so that's where I'm going to choose to invest. That's actually words from an actual investor in Austin. That's sad, because some people just want to put food on the table. People like us, we just want to save some money, and you have people millionaires, multi-millionaires, coming in and just buying homes for pennies on the dollar. All for what? Economic gain. And these people, they're going to rent it out. They're going to put Section 8. They don't care who to rent, who's coming into the community. And this is how communities get damaged. You're just putting in whoever you want. There's no interest for the average person, the average families. And it's not fair, especially for us millennials, first-time home buyers. Qualifying for a mortgage is hard enough, and it's like you can't compete with a multimillionaire. We're just regular 9-to-5 workers. So just looking at the economic data, this is Austin, and you can see that these investors have been coming in. The total sales, the majority of them have been sales to institutions and investors. That skyrocketed. In 2021, actually. 2020 wasn't that bad in the pandemic. This is sad. And that's what's driving the prices up in every major city, such as Atlanta, Phoenix, Tampa. Prices are going up. Bidding wars are going up. My investor clients are interested in single-family investments in all kinds of areas around Austin that have good rental prices and good appreciation. Not once have they said anything that pertains to the average person. These guys are cold-hearted, man. They do not care. They'll buy homes and they'll dump homes. They control the market. You got innocent people. They're just trying to line up and get a mortgage and get an appraisal, see what the house is worth, and you just can't compete. They're flush with cash, and they're ready to buy. They're ready to close on that property really quickly. Us average people, we have to relocate, find jobs, find schools, find babysitters. It's tough. It is tough. And, first-time home buyers have a limited amount of cash, so it's hard to compete where the listing is just over the price. Houses that used to be 200 grand 5 years ago are now going for 300,000, 400,000. You know, the average home in Austin is going on towards $500,000. And in January of 2020, right before the pandemic, it was going for 300. So that's a 200,000 price appreciation in 2 years. And it's nowhere in sight, especially with the interest rates. You know, nobody knows what they're gonna do with that. You know, traditional home buyers are being priced out. Everything is working against the family right now, you know. Even too, a lot of the two-parent households are diminishing. Marriage rates are declining. You know, these are things that we have to look at, and these investors have to be held accountable. There has to be a cap, a limit, because they're just coming in and they're just swaying the market in any way, shape, or form that they want. This is a housing crisis. You know, the supply shortage of single families alone affects the market. There's no inventory. You know, there's no deals. Now you go and buy a house and it's like, you can't even negotiate. Some people are buying houses sight unseen. You know, it's hard for a lot of people. A lot of people are overpaying, and that's the truth. They're overpaying for these houses because all it takes is a shift in the economy, a shift from Congress, a shift from the bigwigs down in the White House, and hey, these housing values might drop. You know, it's just layers and layers of competition, and the market is extremely competitive. But this was just a good article I wanted to keep you guys up to date with, just to know who's really buying these houses. These investors have no issue shelling out cash and credit. This is a big game we're playing here. This is a very big game, and sadly, the average person you have to work 4 times as hard, not even twice, 4 times as hard, because hey, this is just what's going on. But we shall see where it goes for 2022. You know, there's been talks about the Fed tapering. We'll see if the market could correct. Most people are not necessarily speculating a crash, but a correction. And we shall see the trends. And hopefully something could happen, because the real estate market is tough for fixers and flippers and landlords and first-time home buyers. It is a tough game right now, and if you don't have lucrative capital, you're on the sidelines, man. All right, till next time, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll have further talks, and we'll navigate this. You know, I'm here to help. We're gonna do everything ourselves, and we're gonna navigate fatherhood together. All right, till next time.